2 of the 3. So they've bumped Kelleher to the second line in this particular offensive set. 9:20 in the quarter. Kelleher winds up. Frasian again with the save. Rakes it out of the crease. Unofficially, Howie, I've got him for 4 early saves.
He's been very solid. That
Matt Costin, shot wide left of the goal. Back up with TJ Malone. They'll take it in with 43 on the shot clock. Gavin Adler, first-team All-American, matched up with Malone as they swing it to Trainer. Right side it goes. Beautiful setup. And Matt Trainer, one of 2 brothers, the sophomore from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, gets the visitors on the board. Again, they're mixing and matching on their midfield. Spencer Wertheim, the senior midi. Throw behind the goal to Coyle. Coyle, the quarterback from X, coming around, goes low and ties the Lacrosse game. First he beat the defenseman Sam Sweeney, then went low on Frasian. 1-1 Lacrosse game as Cornell ties it. Here's the replay coming up.
just so quick.
Coyle with the goal. His 12th of the season. Tie game. Starting close defense has been outstanding through 4 games, as evidenced by the 9-goal defensive average.
Yeah, Jason Singer really stepping up as the 3rd defenseman, and Jack Follows became a big part of the...
Sweeping around is Matt Trainer. Chase Erlin, the goaltender, froze momentarily. Thought it might have gone out of the webbing, but Matt Trainer, the sophomore from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, he has his 2nd goal of the game. As we watch on the replay, Howie, Chase, I think initially didn't know where it was. He had a prolific career at Binghamton.
In an outstanding career on Long Island, Cold Spring Harbor. His dad played at Ithaca College, was an outstanding player at IC, and his brother was an outstanding college player several years ago at Penn.
Good to know. My alma mater puts players out. Double team. Trail check from behind by Gavin Adler. Also in the fray was Jason Singer. Cornell collapsing defensively, but there's a push, and the Nittany Lions to keep it with 38 seconds in the quarter.
Great double team by Adler. Got the ball out of his stick onto the ground. Cornell, unfortunately, in trying to pick up the
short stick midfield position.
Yeah, and one of the things is when you have confidence in your players, and as the season goes on, you see players develop, and you give them the opportunity to play lacrosse.
Trail check from behind on Billy Coyle. Outstanding double team by Penn State. They come up with the ball. They'll set the clear up as Brent McVicker, the junior short stick, circling towards the center of the field, will loop it off to Kyle Aldridge. Walker Wallace. That's an all Ivy League name. Walker Wallace. Sweep, shot wide of the goal, left side, taken by Luke Mercer. First time we have called his name. And Wallace, whose brother was a goalie here at Cornell, comes up and he will angle down the field, showing some prowess for a big man. Scramble situation for Cornell. Michael Bazzi lost it. Turnover against Cornell. Penn State comes up with it. This is Mercer. First time we have seen a scramble situation in the clearing game for either club.
Well, the clear
on Chase Erlin.
And once again, Penn State running a pick play behind the cage, able to get one man free, coming up above the goal line extended, but Erlin makes the save.
Malone working against the freshman box. Skip pass, Winkoff. Extra pass, shooting high, and going into the cage is Matt Trainer. 3rd goal of the day for a Trainer from Penn State. Winkoff made the extra pass. Erlin with a point-blank shot just couldn't get it to put his stick on it. 9:41 into the 2nd quarter. It's a 3-1 Penn State lead over Cornell.
And that's a situation we have to say that the coaches drawing up the play worked very well. And for Penn State, success, they scored a big red a couple of times right on the crease.
Jake Morin coming down the alley, try to stick it into the hole. Adler got his stick out. It's deflected. Run down by Luke Mercer. Penn State to reset. 4 minutes in the half, and they have a 3-1 advantage over the number 3 ranked Cornell Big Red. Malone to work. Top of the box. Shot and a score for Jake Morin. Malone set it up with the helper. And Morin, a junior from Garnett Valley, Pennsylvania, makes it a 3-goal run. And 11-12 remaining gone by in the 2nd quarter, How, as we take a look on the replay. Malone with a terrific feed. Stepping into it was Jake Morin for the 4th state.
4 shots, none of them on the cage, but they're just forcing the offense and putting Cornell on its heels.
Winkoff, errant pass for Costin, who's going to come up with the ground ball. Diving for it is Cornell's Michael Box. And there's a push. Howie, we're saying Charlie Box's name consistently here in this first half.
Yeah, he's getting quite a few runs, and we talked about that
in the half. Coyle, got it. His second of the day, unassisted score at the 12:56 mark of the half. Much needed goal. It stops the run, cuts the deficit to 2 at 4-2. Let's take a look at Billy Coyle, the fifth-year senior.
Big red goal scored by number 11.
I think Billy Coyle is just too fast. Once he gets moving, that's a great shot. Frasian again at the face-off X against Mullen.
Teams were even in the face-off X in the first half, and off the ground ball. Initially Adler had it, slapped away from Trainer, race for the ground ball, and Hawes comes up with it for Penn State amongst 3 Cornell players. Now Silos trying to come up with it. Physical athlete, as you said. And there's Brendan Staub. He got tripped. Did they call it? No. They are letting him play here at midfield, and finally a whistle blows. That was a spirited possession for either club. Who gets it?
They called a legal procedure against Cornell. I'm not quite sure what it was. I thought Brendan Staub got pushed.
It's a Wertheim. Little invert action going on.
And again, Cornell's going to try to set up a pick play here of some kind because they're not getting, there's no slide. So basically either they beat the man one-on-one or they need a pick to beat their man.
Kirst, who's been shut out thus far, working against Hawes. Can't get separation. Flag, our first of the day. Catch and shoot. Kelleher! Kirst gets the helper. And Big Hugh, as we call him, the junior from Wantagh, Long Island, with his 5th goal of the season. Assisted score from Kirsch. We'll get a look at the replay. It comes 2:13 into the third quarter, and 2 in a row for the Big Red. It's a 4-3 deficit.
And we'll see the pick here. Kelleher set a pick for Kirsch. Kirsch takes it behind, and the flag, and Kirsch is able to find Kelleher because he lost his man. And what you saw there is the Penn State defense collected the ball. Cornell gets the ball into the offensive half to set up their offense.
Chris Davis brought it into the box. Approaching 9 minutes in the third. Defensive battle here in Ithaca. 4-3 Penn State leading Cornell. Red look for the equalizer. They have never led in this game. Charging is Wertheim. Extra pass. Piatelli carries it back out to the restraining line. Piatelli off to Kelleher. He's got the last goal of the game for Cornell. The first here in the third quarter. Under 9 minutes to play in this quarter.
Kirsch drawing a short stick again, Barry.
Out of the double team, shoots and scores his first of the afternoon. Unassisted score, 6:14 in the quarter. He's got an assist. He now has a goal, his 21st of the season. And just like that, Howie, it's a tie game at 4-4.
Right. And he's got the short stick. He just rolls back, and he beats the dressing room.
The season in that second quarter. Trainer, Malone. Back to Trainer, Morin, Long. They whirl it around to Jack Trainer. The brothers Trainer, one's in attack, one's on midfield. Long possession for Penn State. Morin off to Long. Tie game at 4-4, number 3 versus number 8 in the country. Skip pass, across, shot, score, Luke Mercer. His 4th of the season. Comes 8:08 into the quarter. The lead back to Penn State on a gorgeous skip pass and shot and score for Luke Mercer. As you see the score coming up here. The assist will go to Morin. 5-4 Penn State will be back after this on ESPN. They'll reset Penn State. Costin against Box. Cross it goes to Winkoff. Winkoff try to stick it into the hole. What a pass by Winkoff, and what a shot by T.J. Malone. 2 in a row for Penn State. Winkoff with his 6th assist of the season, and Malone with his 15th of the campaign, the 86th of his career, and his 125th point. That all comes, Howie, 10 minutes and 28 seconds into our third quarter.
Great look inside.
And it's out of bounds. Possession will stay with Penn State.
That ball was deflected by Gavin Adler. Quick restart.
Trainer's pass, shot, and a score for Chris Jordan. The grad student played his undergraduate ball, Division III St. Lawrence, his 10th goal of the season. This is a mini run for Penn State, which is now 3 in a row 10:42 time of the
Penn State ball,
score.
scored by number 45,
Trainer to
Chris
Jordan.
With the assist going to number 16, Jack Trainer.
7-4
Scores
in
now
favor of
Penn
Penn
State
State.
9 minutes. They've done a great job, Penn State, of handling the ball, being patient, and waiting for Cornell to make a mistake on defense or have a communications lapse.
Sheehan off to Kirst. He's got his first 2 points of the day in this quarter, a goal and an assist, but he's been held in check mostly by Posey. Comes around. As soon as we talk, he's got his second of the day.
And Barry, that was the pick play that we talked about at halftime. The pick was set behind the cage, so we'll see this on the replay. Kirst gets the ball. He's got the pole. He drifts down behind the goal. There's the pole covering him, and then here's the pick. And the switch is a mistake. 24 should have let 43 through.
Ross, Sheehan, Lombardi. JJ lost the ball. Hawes all over him. This is turning into a frustrating possession for Cornell defensively. A lockdown for Penn State as Sheehan fires it up top. Dalton! Sheehan on the assist. And Andrew Dalton, the junior from Toronto, with his 6th career goal. Just like that, 2 in a row for Cornell, coming with 49 seconds in the quarter. It's Penn State 7, Cornell 6. A game of runs as we get a look at the replay. The beautiful feed, and Andrew Dalton lit up the goal.
And again, Barry, the pick
To Kelleher. Red very patient, but the shot clock now under 15 seconds. Alley dodge, Kelleher shot no. Follow-up shot by Kirst. Goaltender didn't see it, kicked it away. Frasian didn't see it, but what a great save regardless.
tremendous save. Kirst got the rebound.
2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And here we have Costin matched up against Aiden Blake, which is a good matchup for Penn State.
Costin
And there you go.
with his first of the afternoon. Haverford, Pennsylvania product, got 2 goals against Cornell last year. That gives Penn State a little bit of breathing room. 2:08 into the fourth quarter. It's Penn State 8, the Big Red 6. You called the matchup. They had it. Blake trying to defend.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aiden couldn't get off
Scored by number 23,
for substitution. Midfield, Cornell was hoping to get a break, but it didn't work out.
Coyle at the hash. Right wing to Sheehan. Back to Billy. Shot low. Blocked by Frasian. Quality save for this sophomore from Annapolis, Maryland. Both goaltenders had double-digit saves at halftime, and they have stood tall to the task this afternoon. Posey looking around, back to his goaltender. High pass is caught by Alex Ross. Take it into the box. Penn State not going to play keep away, Howie, but back to Mercer. Swing it. Shot clock at 20 seconds. Malone. Back to Morin. 15 seconds to shoot. Long. Pops off a pick. Little French pastry behind the back. Shot and a score. Jack Trainer. And that was an unbelievable assist. A behind the back assist for Penn State. Let's take a look on the replay. We like to call it French pastry, Howie. This was just a gorgeous pass by Ethan Long. And the catch and shoot for Jack Trainer with 7:10 to play. 9.
Right this afternoon. This is why you play the games.
Well, he's a graduate student, Jack Trainer. And like I said, his body language initially said, I could charge the cage, but I can keep a possession for us and use time. As Cornell's Hugh Kelleher hits Winkoff. Shot and a goal up top for Jack Trainer. So we just talk about him, the Downingtown, Pennsylvania product. His brother has the hat trick. Trainer's got at least 2 on the afternoon. And with 4:10 to play in the fourth quarter, this is the first 4-goal advantage for Penn State. It's 10-6 Nittany Lions.
And right now,
Cornell had the first 2 goals of the game for the Big Red. They'll high top the ball. Erlin with 1 more save. Time runs out on the Big Red. Their 4-game win streak to start the season is over. Penn State has won 4 in a row. As you can see, jubilation in front of the Penn State goal. And their goalie, Jack Frasian, as they hold off Cornell today in a battle of top 10 teams, 10-6. Howie Borkin, your final closing thoughts.
Well, when the game was in the deciding factor in the second quarter, I think Frasian was the difference. Chase Erlin was great all day, but Frasian made those crease saves on C.J. Kirst that just denied the Big Red. And I think, as you just mentioned, Barry, goaltenders can get in shooters' heads, and Cornell just couldn't finish today. And the result is a 10-6 Penn State victory here at Sholkoff Field.
Unofficially, 22 saves for Chase Erlin, a career high, but Cornell loses it this afternoon, their first of the season,